my days. Even though they broke. Oh my god.
Alright, look, I can explain the upload schedule, alright? Boom. Man's a busy man and that. Nah, but real talk, I've got a ton of schoolwork in it. Man's had his mock exams and you know what happened. Academic comeback occurred, bro. I walked into that maths exam, light work. Pythagoras who? Newton who? You don't know me. I'm an academic weapon. Anyways, yeah, so I've had exams and school will and continue to be busy and be an absolute pain in my arm. But you know, man's on the grind. I'll do YouTube as well. And I'll make sure to get some content to satiate you hungry motherfucker every so often.
You gotta be quicker than that, buddy.
You guys do have to bear with me. You know, I can't just drop out of school in it. I'm a bit of a lazy prick. Because, you know, the YouTube channel isn't exactly popping off at this point.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Also, I thought I'm gonna change it up for this video, you know. Make it a bit of a more serious, informational thing, you know. Of course, I'm still here, so the comedy gonna be flowing.
Minutes of car here, shout! What the fuck going?
The joke's gonna be rolling. Because that's just how I am. Ain't that right, guys? Alright, let's carry on with the video. Thanks for watching, innit? You know I always appreciate you. Aight, we in 2023. 2022 flew by. You know, be sure to check out my 2022 year in review. You know, it's good shit, bro. And now, we're 1 year closer to death. But hey, you know, there's still a ton of stuff I'm looking forward to this year, I'm not gonna lie. Like, our screens are getting absolutely graced with goodness right now. Like, obviously, every Sunday right now, Last of Us is coming out with new episodes. That shit's banging. I really enjoyed that show. Let's just hope changes some things up. You know, because you guys know how I feel about Last of Us 2. Let's just hope that doesn't get adapted. We can't forget about the biggest masterpiece of this year, bro. Velma, bro. Gosh, have you seen those episodes, bro? It's a masterpiece. I mean, a Scooby-Doo show with no Scooby-Doo. No. And trash jokes. I mean, that's just every woke thing nowadays, isn't it? Just make it shit, but we can't say anything bad about it. Well, I will, because I'm an ethnic minority.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts, it's facts.
Anyways. But just the amount of hatred for that show, I'm so happy that it got what it deserved. I mean, a 6% audience score, 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb. I mean, that's just laughable and also completely deserved. But you know, we shouldn't dwell on the negatives only. Because if you look at that show, you'd think that 2023 has been pretty trash so far. But then you have The Last of Us, as I said previously, which has been so far great, but it's just been too few episodes to tell. But it looks beautiful. Pedro Pascal is great as Joel. And I'm gonna be following it every Sunday. It looks sick. But also, the show that I look forward to the most this year, Invincible Season 2, baby. Let's go! Cannot wait for that show. Teaser just dropped like a couple days ago as I'm recording this. It is a bit of a bullshit teaser, but I'm still hyped nonetheless. They said late 2023. I mean, what the fuck? Just give me a date. Just give me a specific date. But they refuse to. But it's alright. Take your time, you know, make it as good as possible. Develop it into a great production. We don't want you to rush the animation and make trash. You know, I think I may have just glossed over Invincible too much, and you guys may not have realized the significance of that show, bro. When the first trailer released, it didn't get that many views for season 1. Not many people knew about it, that's why. Neither did I. But then when you watch the show, it's magnificent, bro. It's not just over the top gore. It blends that with a fascinating story. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the father and son story, it's interesting, and I just love seeing the main character get his ass beat every day as he learns to become a better superhero. You know, it makes for really good television. But season 2 is coming out in 2023, as you guys know, so you should definitely watch the show. It's on Amazon Prime, or you can, you know, just pirate it. Who actually pays for subscription services, not me. Anyways, watch it before season 3 comes out, because it's a blast, bro. It's entertaining, it's emotional, it's funny, fun to watch. You know, it's just a goated show. Definitely check it out. 10 out of 10, seal of approval, would recommend thoroughly. And I'm not gonna lie, no exaggeration when I say this, Invincible and The Last of Us may be the best shows of 2023. Because come on, The Last of Us so far, lads, it's been beautiful. The way they've adapted it to make it so similar to the games, make it faithful, but it's not just a straight one-to-one copy. They've actually made it their own. I'm obviously heaping praise on it now because this is adapting the first game, and obviously the first game is a masterpiece, and they did announce season 2, so you know, make of that what you will. They will adapt the second game. You know, I hope they change stuff. Probably not. They're probably gonna keep it faithful just as they did the first one. But hopefully it won't hurt as much the second time round, seeing Pedro Pascal get his skull bashed in. This year isn't just a big year series though. Superhero movies are looking insane this year. On February 17th, we got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Like the Ant-Man trailer, that movie actually looks good, bro. And I'm excited for it. I'm ready for Kang Daddy, bro. And what he does. I just hope Scott Lang doesn't die, but I feel like he will. I think it's happening. But a movie that will release right after that, Shazam Fury of the God. That Shazam 1, I'm a big fan. That movie was funny. It had emotions and the action was great. But, you know, maybe make Shazam a bit more of a serious character. Like, I appreciate that he is a jokester. But, you know, if you just look at Shazam and if you watch Black Adam, like, they just don't seem like a match right now. But maybe in this movie, they develop him into a monster. But my personal favorite and most anticipated superhero movie of the year, and just movie in general.
That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
I am so hyped for that movie. I've seen the trailer. The animation is beautiful. What they're trying, no wonder it's taken so long. About 10 different art styles in one movie. Hundreds and hundreds of characters. They're bringing in Spider-Man PS4. Spectacular Spider-Man. That's a fan favorite. I know people are going to be guessed about that. I don't even know if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in it. I know Tom Holland's probably going to be in it. I mean, seriously. Sony's animation department. They're on a mad one. Much better than what they're doing with their Sony Spider-Man universe in live action anyway. But this is a two-parter movie, so I'm expecting a massive cliffhanger at the end, but it just seems like a shit ton of fun. Just Miles, for some reason, fighting with just bare variants of Spider-Man, which, yo, I ain't complaining. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. But Spider-Man isn't just getting represented in the movie scene. My most hyped game of the year, Spider-Man 2, is coming out next year. I'm so excited. Spider-Man 1 is nothing short of a masterpiece. The graphics, the gameplay, the combat, the suits, the story. I mean, what was wrong? Except for the MJ missions. I don't care what anyone says. Those are straight trash. But when you do get to play as Peter Parker, it's just an insane amount of fun. The scenery is beautiful, the interactions. The new face change is a bit strange. He does look like a bit of a teenager now. I preferred the rugged aged look of the original, but most of the time it's gonna be under the mask anyway, so who really cares about that? And you're telling me this time we get to fight Venom? Venom, yeah? Bro, imagine those boss fights. Every suit will have a black suit version. That's just, you're just making me hype now. Stop it. It's too much. That's coming in fall 2023. Best Snow, that's on my wish list. Spider-Man and Miles together in one game. I respect that, Insomniac. Insomniac's doing bits, you know. They know how to handle superhero games. They're not like those dickheads over at the Avengers game.
A real fan would.
Don't even know who made that. Oh! That piece of trash. I tried playing it. Got past like the second mission where you go get Hulk from some abandoned facility, bro. That game's awful. You're telling me you made a live service Avengers game, bro? Man's out here getting battle passes and that, bro. What is this, Warzone? What is this? Oh, they should have just given the Avengers game to Insomniac. But I think Insomniac's making their own Avengers over there. They got Wolverine coming out. Don't know if that counts as 2023 because that game's probably not even in development yet. They're probably like early stages. That game's probably like 2024, 2025, probably 2026. And finally, fighting game fans are getting something. After 7 to 8 years since Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 came out, we're finally getting them both in the same year. And they look insane. Those Tekken 7 graphics especially. Damn, you can tell they took their time with that. Street Fighter 6 kind of looks a bit too similar to Street Fighter 5.
They're the same picture.
But it's the new mechanics, like their career mode they got, free roaming and that. That's insane. I really love that. So yeah, fighting fans are eating good. And especially since Mortal Kombat 12 could be coming out this year, that would be insane. You know, that's my kind of thing. I don't really play Tekken and Street Fighter. I'm a Mortal Kombat guy myself. That game is going to be insane. But we've had no announcements yet, so I can't really say anything about that. But most likely it'll come out this year. Unfortunately, one thing that will not be coming out this year is a new Call of Duty Zombies game, which as a long-time player of zombies makes me extremely depressed. Man's been crying. Probably no new Treyarch Zombies game until 2024. Do you know how sad that is? It's a shame because Activision, the evil overlords that they are, overworked Treyarch into making that game. Looking at you, Vanguard. So now they won't make another game for 2 years. But hopefully this new game that they make in 2024, which I've heard is coming out in 2024, there's been no confirmation. It better be sick. Because I've been playing since World at War and Black Ops 1. Back in the days when zombies used to be scary. And they had iconic maps like the Reese, Kino Toten, Verrucht, Call of the Dead. Even Black Ops 2. 2 of the greatest maps of all time in Origins and Mob of the Dead. Zombies is so nostalgic. I didn't play Black Ops 3 that much. I did play maps like the Eisendrache and Shadows of Evil. But man didn't buy any of the DLC, so I didn't play any of those other maps. But Black Ops 3, the gameplay and the graphics is absolutely beautiful. And Cold War, I feel like Cold War is overlooked for how much of a mechanical masterpiece that game is. The new mechanics they introduced, like those items the zombies drop, the new Pack-a-Punch system, the new class system, the new maps, the new bosses. It was really good. It didn't feel as much like zombies as it should have, and the maps were a bit recycled from multiplayer and old games. But the mechanics, they were great. So I hope they take those mechanics, don't change them too much, just refine them. And if they tune them, they could make this next game an absolute banger. And 2024 could be a massive year for Call of Duty Zombies.
In the back.